everyone, so this is Heidi from Traveling.Tarot again. Traveling.Tarot. I'm at the beach. It's here in the Far Rockaways and close to the end of the season. Hopefully the wind, airplanes, and everything else are going to affect you hearing me too much, so I don't have to record this again. And I'll be reviewing this deck, Kim Karns, the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is really popular right now in the tarot circle community. Kim Karns, pretty much anything she touches is like gold at this point. And so if you are lucky enough to have some of her early edition decks, I would hold on to them. Probably gonna be, collector for a while. Now she's mass producing her decks with Harper Elixir, which may have produced her before on the smaller scales. There goes the planes. We're all taking off to go somewhere. And it comes with this nice little sleeve that will easily get destroyed at some point, and a beautiful box. So pretty. Ooh. You can open it up. The guidebook's upside down right now. It has this lovely saying inside, "May you always be on the inner quest." And part of why I think Kim Karns is so popular is she is definitely deeply connected to nature and the practices of inner meditation and guidance. She has all the little symbols hiding everywhere. And so she's just kind of fun. She's always like a little surprise. Like when I got her Animal Spirit Guide Oracle deck, which I'll review soon, it had a cool printout poster, kind of, like hand-done poster in it that surprised me. I wasn't expecting it, and it was one of the animals, so that's pretty cool. So Kim Karns is fun. Again, another little box. Boxes within boxes. You have no idea, Kim Karns, I love that. So it's like you just never get to the full prize. You just keep going for infinity. It's like those cats looking at cats on the computer. You just can't. Just keep looking. You just keep looking. So so there it is. You have the box and the box and the box, and then the cards are beautiful. They have this snake skin design on the back. Kim Karns illustrated all of these herself and wrote up all the material. Oh, so cool. So, the illustrations are typified by a very limited color palette. She uses pretty much the jewel tones of the rainbow, and that's about it. And then a lot of black and white silhouetting and pen and ink drawings to create her designs, which are phenomenal. They're very nature inspired. As anyone who is familiar with her works can probably attest, she is a huge animal fan lover. Get a helicopter. You guys are so cool. I hope you can see it. That'd be cool. Alright, I'm a cheese ball. I know it. And so Kim Karns has this beautiful array of imagery, and then she kind of breaks from the traditional symbolism. So I would say this is more of a moderate to practiced deck, because you're not getting, if you're not familiar with it, it can feel a little awkward to totally understand. However, I don't really like giving those types of labels, because I think then it shies you away from following your intuition toward what could be a really, really amazing deck for you. Even later on, there's a couple of decks like that I purchased because I just fell in love with the artwork, and while it took me a while to keep coming back to them, every time I still had a good takeaway with them, and it pushed me to actually become more proficient with the more traditional decks, so that I could understand what was there to be learned from the other decks. So that, I'll say that little caveat. I like that word, caveat. Who doesn't like caveats with caviar? Well, I guess if you're vegan, you don't like that. So some of them are kind of dark, as the Ten of Swords tends to always be. Some of them are more, you know, this is the Three of Discs. So, justice. Everybody loves cats. So, that's Kim Karns, and she has a beautiful guidebook that comes with it. So here's the guidebook. Again, it has the snake skin patterning. It's for Argon. Yay! And it goes into her journey with drawing the tarot, which is pretty cool. And then she has a little bit about understanding the deck, which I think is really great. And this is good information for beginners. So even though, like, if you're just running into her cards, it might be hard without having a reference guide to understand what's going on. I mean, it's still clear, like, when you look at a cup, it's going to look like a cup card, you know, but, and she has them labeled for the, like, this is the Hermit, and, you know, this is the Six of Wands, you know, so it's kind of apparent, but at the same time, if you don't know what those mean, it can be hard to just, like, pick these up and work with them. Is basically what I was trying to say. It's so sunny here at the beach. Look at the sun. All right. So, and then the book is easy to understand. Card definition. Card definition. She has a bit on how to ask questions, getting readings, what you should look for, what shuffling should look like, what cutting can look like, and then how to do your own personal practice with, like, a card of the day, past, present, future, connection spread, that sort of thing. So she has several different spreads in here, the classic Celtic cross, the year ahead. So there's a lot to work with, so it keeps it interesting. And then she has a reverse thing on reversals, and then a thing about your last thoughts, which I feel like I should share. I agree with her that, like, the decks are powerful tools and they are your friends. So, you know, when you are getting to know someone, you spend a little more time with them. Got another one, you guys. And then, where was I? Oh yes, so they're your friends, and so each one has a different personality and voice, which is part of the reason I love having multiple decks, because you can cater to the personality you need. Like, if, let's say, you want advice on banking, you're not going to go ask your friend that you go to for dating advice. You're going to go talk to a friend that knows about financial advice. This is kind of the same way. If you want somebody who's going to tell you things straight up and kind of harshly, then you can find a deck that's going to talk to you like that. If you want a deck that's going to talk to you more gently, be a better listener, soft, then you're going to find there's decks out there that have that kind of gentle softness, but with the clarity and that will come through, that, like, gentleness. There's some that are more like sage, wisdom, guru, and you have others that are definitely influenced by the culture and the styling or the era that's interesting. So yeah, so that's Kim Karns, the Wild Unknown Tarot. She has a matching animal oracle that is really beautiful as well, and as I said, I shall review that again. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing, for sharing in my journey, going random places, and trying to give you reviews. I hope that this review over Kim Karns' Wild Unknown Tarot is helpful, and that you are able to use it for your benefit, and the benefit of others. It's a great one to gift, largely because you're just, like, unpacking presents forever, and the imagery is beautiful, and not overly dark. I mean, it's still got a lot of high contrast because of the, you know, black, white, bright colors, but it feels electrifying more than I would say it feels heavy, you know. So it's a great deck, and thank you, Kim Karns, for making it and for continuing your work with the tarot community and all your other communities. And I would love to hear more from you. You can follow me at Traveling.Tarot here on YouTube, on my website, Traveling.Tarot.co. And until next time, enjoy the weather, and I hope all the best